Amy Yirsa. I am the mother of Jeanann and Jared. Jeanann was born in 1995 and Jared was born in 1997. Jeanann was killed in a motor vehicle wreck when she was 14 years old. She died 2 days after Christmas, December the 27th of 2009. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about her. She loved to play jokes on people. One day she super glued my lighter to the bathroom counter. She thought that was so funny, trying to watch me pick it off. If she wanted the last piece of bread or the last cookie or the last piece of bacon, she didn't really want it, but she was going to lick it or nobody else would eat it. She loved to watch movies and she loved to sing. She was sang so beautiful. She, as a matter of fact, when she went to Owasso schools, she got picked to sing at the Performing Arts Center. But she would also make up dirty words or dirty phrases to the songs on the radio and sing them in front of Grandma, so that when I got in trouble, like I taught her that, she thought that was funny that I got in trouble, because those weren't the things that we normally would say or share. Was very social. She was more worried about who kissed who on the playground or who played with who at the park than she was her schoolwork. I was at home in Nowata. Her wreck actually happened in western Oklahoma, and she was living with her dad. And I was at home asleep in Nowata. Guy from the Nowata Police Department, he had a sticky note, and it had the name of a trooper and his badge number and then a telephone number, because they were trying to get a hold of me as well. And they're the ones that sent the Nowata law enforcement to my house and told me. So I called the trooper, and he told me that just basically just a little snippet, because he really didn't even know at that point what had actually happened. And she was 14, so she wasn't old enough to drive. And so I didn't even know. I assumed she was with her dad at that point. And I asked the trooper about her dad. I didn't know if they would tell me because of HIPAA, because I didn't really have any right to know anything about him. We were not married any longer. And I said, well, where's her daddy? And the trooper said, well, he's right here. And the first words out of his mouth was, oh my God, I let her go. It was a single vehicle wreck, and there were 5 teenagers in the vehicle, and they didn't hit anything. They just were going fast and flipped. So they lied about where they were going and who they were with, and so he thought they were going to Walmart with the friend and the friend's mom, and so he kind of felt a little responsible for that. So, but he said, what do we do? And I said, well, I don't know. I guess we'll have the funeral home in Nowata go out and pick her up. And so that was what we did. And then they brought her here. And then when she got here, that's when we made plans. It would be what she didn't get to do. Just her life, kids, marriages, seeing what her career would be, that kind of thing. Yes, wrongful death, but it was dismissed. Went to court, and I wrote a letter to the judge that I did not want her charged. She could have faced 2 manslaughter charges, but she was not. We asked the judge to show leniency and not charge her. Because I felt like she was so young. She didn't do it on purpose. She did make the choice to drive impaired, yes. And I feel like her life was not taken for a reason. There were 2 fatalities in this wreck. And I just feel like my child had to have a little accountability because she lied to go. So she didn't, I don't think, know that she was impaired. I do, however, think that she knew that she wasn't really supposed to be there. The driver had not had her license long, and the impairment was not the only factor. They were going in excess of 90 miles an hour, and they were dancing and singing, and my child was not in the seatbelt. So I feel like, other than the choice for her to drive impaired, I feel like there were so many other factors involved in that as well. And I just think that to educate people and to help them learn not to drive impaired would be more important, I think. Yeah, because they're going to. They're kids, and I would like for them to know that even if you're going to get in a little trouble, that's better than the alternative, obviously. But I would like for them to have the kind of a relationship with their parents that they would know that it's okay to call. Like, this is a safe zone. You might get chewed out, but I think the communication should be there between their parents. Or even if you don't call your parents, if you don't have that relationship with their parents, that they could call just a trusted adult. Because I think there's so much, through your whole life, it's always, well, don't be out drinking. In reality, they may, so just have that plan. Just have that communication where they feel safe and comfortable enough to call you. I think you should not only educate your child to call you if they've been drinking or impaired in any way, to call you if they're going to drive, but my child wasn't driving. So let them know that even if they're in an unsafe situation to ride with, they're out in the country, they don't have any way to get home unless they ride. So let them know that, you're going to get a pass, that you don't agree with it and you don't condone it. But if they can't come to you and feel safe coming to their parent, maybe look at that too. Maybe look at how you can let them feel safe. Let them know that, I don't like what you're doing, but, we got to work this out. We can't, you've got to be able to call me. You've got to be able to trust me, because, you expect your kids to trust you for other things. You expect your children to, if you're walking down the street and you see somebody to cross the street, or if you see somebody with a dog at large, you don't walk next to the dog. You call your mom, you come and help. You want your parents to be the safe place. So let them be in all situations. Let them know that they can call you no matter what. Because they're going to do it, not with your blessing, but they're going to do it. And let them know that it's okay if you call me, because I will be there. And if you don't feel like you can do that, designate a person. Have somebody that's neutral ground that you call. It doesn't have to be your parent that you call. Just call someone. Even if it's their school resource officer or a friend that is sober. Just somebody where you can get home safely.